Hello and welcome to a gold level proving ground tank guide. 5.4 happened. Siege of Orgrimmar has been cleared. Today is the 12th of September, so 2 days have passed since the patch has dropped. I've decided to take a quick break from the Timeless Isle to do some proving grounds. So far, this hasn't been terribly difficult. I got stuck a few times in the last tanking wave, but besides that, free achievements. So, this guide will be for tanking gold. And this is assuming that you've seen bronze and silver. The mobs really don't change too much. I think it added 2 new ones, but I'll go over the mob abilities as I see them. Okay, so I've started. The first 2 mobs are ones we've seen before. The Ripper is a melee mob that just stabs you, and the Wind Guard is a melee mob that knocks you back and drops threat. So you have to taunt or grab it so it doesn't run over and beat on your healer. The second group of mobs is a caster and some of those angry bunny things. This is about a 10 to 12 minute encounter. I will go quickly through some of it because once you see me kill one pack of the same mob over and over again, you don't need to see me do it again over and over and over and over again. And then the third group will be some rippers and then a new mob. Small illusionary ambushers. These mobs are melee and do a Fan of Knives type attack that puts a movement speed debuff on you. Fan of Bananas is what it's called. Now, Wave 6 is where the fun really starts. You are introduced to large illusionary conquerors. They're big and they do a frontal cone stun that you need to get out of, otherwise you will probably get squished. They enrage, which increases their damage by a fairly decent chunk, and they really aren't stunnable or kiteable. As a Death Knight, I was able to use the caster's puddles to generate runic power for more damage using anti-magic shell, and I advise you to run your mobs through the puddles as it causes damage to them as well. Really, the last couple of waves is just about not tunnel visioning what's in front of you, ensuring that you don't get stunned, and making sure to keep the ads off of your healer. If you can manage to do that while killing everything, you'll get your gold. So, spec-wise, I went for Remorseless Winter instead of Gorfine's Grasp, which is what I used for the first 2 sections of this. For ad control, I discovered that it was better to take the AoE stun when the big guys come out, because less damage taken is best damage taken at that point. I also just took Asphyxiate, but I forgot to use it. I'm not sure if it works on the big guys or not, but anything that helps keep them off you for a couple seconds to maybe kill something else is better. Kill order, you want to try and kill the wind guys first and then the big guys. The big guys, and once you get the hang of kiting or pulling them around and not standing in their stuff, the big guys are actually pretty easy. But the wind guys, you might get blown back and forget that you lost threat on one. So your best bet is to kill those first and then move on to the big guys or anything else that's there. Really quickly, I'm going to cover the arena. Scaling in DPS. The arena is a biggish room with some obstacles that you can use to line of sight the caster mobs closer to the middle if you need to. Your gear will be scaled down to 463. This wasn't something I noticed until I hit gold, and if you're at least looking for raid geared, it shouldn't be really that much of a problem. DPS wise, I think I was pulling between 60 and 70,000 by the end, and I think I had some time left on my timer before I finished. Well, that's really just it. If you have any questions, comments, just leave them down in the comment thing, and thank you for watching.